Hey, what's up, everybody? So today I'm not talking about peppers, but today I'm going to share one of our friends with you, the praying mantis. Right, so this is a praying mantis that obviously isn't alive anymore, but it's one that I found in the greenhouse a few weeks ago when I was cleaning. This is one of the guardians of our garden that help protect us from different kinds of pests and stuff over the season. We don't use any pesticides and stuff on any of our plants, right? So everything is all natural. So we love it when we have praying mantises around. Same thing with ladybugs. We welcome those kind of creatures. So what I kind of want to talk about today is at the end of the season, usually when we're pulling our pepper plants, we've been finding for the last couple of years these praying mantis egg sacs, right? So these egg sacs, they were attached to pepper plants, right? And we pulled the pepper plants from the ground, getting ready for tilling and putting fertilizer on, so we'll be ready for this year's season. We found these, and rather than letting them be discarded, we take them off and save them. So we've got these little insect boxes that I made a couple years ago in order to try to, I guess, entice ladybugs to overwinter in our greenhouse. That hasn't happened yet, but one of the things that I do with it is I put these praying mantis egg sacs in there. So there's a few of them in this box here. I've got 3 of these boxes in the greenhouse with different egg sacs and stuff in them. So I'm anticipating that probably within the next week or two is my guess. I might be wrong on this, but I'm thinking that in the next couple weeks we're going to have some of those praying mantis, the babies, they call them nymphs. They're going to be emerging. I'm not an entomologist, so I don't know too much about insects, but I do know that praying mantises are a great beneficial insect. They help get rid of lots of different pests and things. And when these little nymphs start hatching, one of the things that they like to eat is they like to eat gnats and they like to eat aphids, 2 things that we have problems with in our greenhouse. So when these babies start hatching, they're going to get to work. Usually within these egg sacs, there's roughly between 500 and 200 of those nymphs in there. I suppose there could probably be more, maybe less, depending upon the size of the egg sac and stuff. But they start hatching, and it's pretty cool. Last year we had some of these egg sacs that we had found at the end of the season, and we had put them in these bug boxes, and they started hatching, and there's little holes. You probably can't see those from the camera, but there's little holes on all the sides of these boxes. So the little mantises started emerging from this, going out into the greenhouse. They're really tiny, so they're really, really hard to see. And there's other things that are going to prey upon them, right? So the praying mantises, sometimes they eat each other, sometimes spiders, if there's ants, any kind of thing that's bigger than them could potentially eat them, right? So those mantises, they like to try to hide. They like to try to find some foliage, so we'll find them on the undersides of our plants and stuff when we're in here, when the little ones are. They're looking around, trying to catch little things that are smaller than them to eat. Usually, though, with praying mantises, and that's even in the wild, if they were to hatch someplace out in the spring, only a couple of them would survive from each of those egg sacs. It's just sort of a bug-eat-bug world, right? Survival of the fittest. So I'd like to believe that this praying mantis here is one of the ones that last year hatched in our greenhouse, hopefully. I mean, there's no way for me to be able to tell that or not, but that's just sort of my hope, is that we'll continue to see these praying mantises. And when they start hatching out, I'll share some of the videos and some images and stuff of them because they're really cool to see. Thanks.